Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a presentation from a conference partner on the topic Inspiring Better Banking, Shaping Banking's Next in India by Mr. Sudhir Babu, Global Head of Delivery, Infosys Finacle. With his expertise in core banking transformation and digital innovation for the financial services sector, Mr. Babu has played a pivotal role in driving the successful implementation of cutting-edge solutions across more than 100 countries, collaborating with leading global banks to deliver impactful transformation and modernization. Over to you, sir. Also, may I humbly request you to complete the presentation in the allotted time frame of 10 minutes. So, that will help us go as per schedule.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Thank you, Mukti. If my sense of direction is right, none of the audience are facing the West. And in fact, I am also not facing the West. The only exception is probably the ladies and gentlemen sitting out here is facing the West. You will wonder why am I obsessed with the West? It's mainly because of the very fact that there is a wind blowing from the West, and that's indeed bringing radical changes, a news of phenomenal shift in approach. And I hope that the cabin pressure in our offices is not going to go up because of the news we are receiving from the West. I also wonder, I hope Vivek Ramchandran will be able to continue his story of 20 by 40 ship containers, and I hope that's not going to undergo any change. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sudhir, and I look after global delivery for Finacle. And we have the privilege of working with many of you over the last 20 plus years, and really want to thank you for the partnership all these years. While the entire industry has grown from strength to strength, we at Infosys are very grateful to many of our illustrious partners, many of our customers, and some of you are present here. As I said, some of us have been in a collaborative working environment for more than 25 years. And it spans across community banks and NBFCs across the length and breadth of India. We have had the phenomenal, robust deployment of core banking in India, and that further helped us in terms of leveraging real-time payments. This is probably one of the first in the world. We were the first to open up open payments, and we would know UPI is a folklore in India today. That further led to API banking, and we heard a lot about embedded finance, and that has really helped us in terms of moving into certain numbers which are absolutely mind-boggling. And we do have the API banking, which has also changed the entire banking landscape. And you wouldn't believe, some of you were part, in fact, many of you are part of a blockchain production deployment, which happened as late as in sometime in 2016. And that has also been a phenomenal stride for a nation like us to be the pioneer in this space. We also moved into spaces of which is futuristic, more innovative. That's in the field of account aggregation. We heard a lot about it today morning. And then further to looking at innovations like CBDC. And all this really helped an organization, a product which is made in India, conceived, designed, and developed in India, which is going places. From a humble beginning with 3 products, today we have a complete suite of products which is being deployed across 100 plus countries. And I really want to thank you because we learned a lot with you. And we have built these components today, which can be deployed in enterprise-wide fashion. And indeed, we find a lot of our partners, a lot of our customers patronizing this today. And I really want to thank you for that. And where did all this take us to? I repeat, a made in India product, is today finding its place in the topmost quadrant of the Forrester Wave, where we are the world leader today in terms of digital banking processing platforms. And this is an industry benchmark unbeatable for many years. I was wondering as to what will I talk in this event, where I have only less than 10 minutes left now. And my discussion, my thinking, thought process took us back into some of the conversations we have had with you. And hence, I thought I'd pick 5 of them. I do remember Vivek also spoke about 5, maybe 5 is a magic number today. And we also heard a lot about resilience. And it's all about how do you really offer services, functionalities, and innovative products you would want to launch to your customers, keeping resilience in mind. And we've also seen the phenomenal growth in volumes in India. As I said, UPI is mind-boggling. And how do you really, and that's not the end of it, and 15 billion a month is not the end of it. It's been increasing, and it's going to continue to grow up. That's where we looked at unlocking the composability of products. We took a bit of a shift, and many of our customers really walked along with us in terms of decoupling some of the components of core banking, elevating them to an organization level, an enterprise level. And thereby, today we have payments, limits, and collateral as enterprise products, offerings, which many of you have really made use of it and been able to win and extend a lot of services to your customers. We also moved into the space of pricing and billing and collections. I heard about some conversations on collections this morning, and that has also really been adopted by one of the front-running banks in India today. UPI is the volume is going to continue to be a sleepless concern for all of us, and that's where we thought thin ledger transaction manager is going to be a solution and offering, which is going to provide a robust engine to handle this volume component. As we know, India is a growing economy, and Indians are known for saving. They save a lot of money, unlike many of our friends across the rest of the world. All of us have wealth solutions, but the maturity of the wealth solutions varies. And then what Infosys did is that we have got a wealth component, which is being adopted by 3 of the private banks. The top 3 private banks are currently adopted the solution. And you could always start with something like a bank assurance and mutual fund, and that spread can continue, and a lot of asset classes can seamlessly work in our environment by using the solution. Again, today we heard a lot about embedded finance. In the last decade, our focus and concentration was in terms of looking and building the internet banking and the mobile banking. But we realized that the next decade, we would want to have a lot of players, third-party players in the market who's going to come in and play a bigger role. We have seen lending, we have seen deposits being offered by a lot of fintechs today, and there is a great level of acceptance for that. Hence, in a situation which is like UPI, where the volume is going to be the key factor, we will need to have a product, an offering, which is going to not put a lot of load on the core banking, but can actually work with certain components like the API hub or an eventing, which can evidently provide you certain outcomes which are phenomenally and multifold and can manage the situations very well. We also looked at the digital lending, which is the component which is providing you the highest level of revenue. And we have looked at providing solutions like buy now, pay later, which has been adopted by customers in India and globally, and various other components like co-lending, conventional lending, etc. To come to my last point, which has been beaten to death today many times, it's about AI. I just want to leave you a thought on this, which says that we want to innovate. We want to co-innovate with you, because AI is not something you can be built in the factory. It requires components on the shop floor. And in the shop floor, we should be able to get those inputs, and that inputs will evidently help us to have the right use cases for having on the AI space. So we invite you for a co-innovation in the space. Our commitment is to continue with the collaboration, inspire better banking, provide you solutions and offering and features which will help you handle the volumes, as well as provide innovative products, as well as look at certain components of resilience, look at components of security, and on top of it, it's about a relationship which is going to grow from further and further. So we look forward to the collaboration, to the association, so that billions of people get benefited, millions of organizations become much more stronger. They have a technology partner which is going to be much more resilient. Thereby, we're going to help the population of India to save, to pay, and to lend better. Thank you.
Thank you for the insightful presentation, sir.